Hi.
Hi.
I'm Nat.
I'm Kate Russell. I'm a technology reporter and author. I have been weekly on the BBC for the last 10 years reviewing websites and apps. So I get paid to surf the internet looking for cool stuff. Not a bad job.
That's pretty cool. So you try out all the latest kind of technologies?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I get a lot of people suggesting content to me, and social channels are really good for that because it allows people to quickly find and communicate with me and suggest stuff either that they've seen or that they have a product or a service that they want me to consider including on the BBC. We go out to 180 million homes around the globe, so it's a massive responsibility, and of course being a reporter with the BBC has a lot of editorial responsibility, and you need to make sure that you're being impartial and that you're giving fair opportunity to everybody. So yeah, I literally look at anything and everything, and luckily for me the internet and app space has matured quite considerably in the last 10 years. When I first started working in this space, I used to sit down at my desk and go, people look at so much rubbish, but now most of the stuff I get is actually quite interesting.
Really? What sort of apps and stuff?
Yeah, apps. I mean, especially now apps, it's becoming increasingly difficult to find really good and different and, I hate the word, innovative websites now, because really people are everyone's going mobile.
Yeah,
and
completely.
We have it's long been the understanding that the prominence of fixed line broadband connections and mobile broadband connections, the tipping point is this year.
Right.
And actually, Google thought it was May the 4th. I think it was Google said they set the date as May the 4th this year. And I don't know whether they made that official or not, but
mobile overtaking desktop, right?
Mobile broadband connections overtaking.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that kind of makes sense as well, especially when you look at the developing countries, because countries like, or continents like Africa, for example, and countries like in India and where there are distances involved in getting these communications out. First of all, we're massively too far for a fixed copper cable to be a realistic investment, especially for these developing countries and continents. Secondly, you had the problem particularly in a lot of the African countries where you would have to lay cables across hundreds and hundreds of miles of desert, which is very difficult to police.
Yeah.
And so people are so poor that they would come and rip up the cables for the copper so that they could feed their family, because they're in desperate situations.
Of course, yeah, of course.
So that hindered, I think, especially in the African continent, that really hindered the rollout of fast broadband or broadband communications and connections.
Yeah.
So what happened is, instead of putting a lot of money into a physical infrastructure as we did in the West, they didn't. And now when wireless infrastructure became realistic and affordable, they put all their money into building that infrastructure. And that's something that we're now playing catch up, interestingly enough, in the West, because we are kind of tied to the physical investment that we put into the investment we put into the physical infrastructure.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see, especially over the next couple of years, we're going to see, China, many African countries really leapfrog in terms of the rollout of communications.
Wow.
We're seeing it now in really rural parts of China. Online shopping is massive.
It's massive in China,
because they've got connection to the internet. And you look at some parts of the UK, and we still don't have a decent mobile connection to the internet. They're doing better in rural China and really sort of developing African countries.
Alibaba has taken off, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Shopping wise,
massively.
huge.
Massively.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the next trends in the next 5 years? Do you think that gamification is going to be big for customer loyalty?
Yeah, gamification is really important because I think, as humans, we respond to fun. We respond to things that interest us. And, I remember gone are the days when you can get away with educating children through rote learning. That's now proven that it doesn't work as well as making it a fun and playful environment. And then if people care about something, then they tend to retain information from it. And gamification is a brilliant way of doing that. I think also wearable technology has the potential to impact of gamification. Wearables are here. We're beginning now. This is wearable. This is a sensor that picks up UV, my exposure to UV sun.
Wow, cool.
And tells me via an app whether or not when I've had too much sun, when I need to put sun cream on, when I need to retop my sun cream. So it does all of that for me. And all of this stuff, this is an activity tracker. And all of this stuff now helps me to gamify my life.
Right,
I now
personal gamification.
Exactly, and that's not. And people make the mistake of thinking gamification is competing with others.
No, it doesn't necessarily. No.
This allows me to compete with myself.
Yeah.
Because I can see. It will tell me last week you did this and you had this amount of sleep and you had this amount of this, that and the other and this was your best day last week and congratulations, you've done a personal best this week. And so I now gamify the process of monitoring and maintaining my health through the simple wearable tech here.
But I think they were saying that it's going to be about 10 devices per person pretty soon.
Right.
Actually, that's going to be connected to your mobile phone.
Right.
That's what they were saying.
I haven't read that statistic, but it doesn't surprise me. The understanding is that in next year, 2015, there will be 15 billion devices connected to the internet around.
Yeah.
And incidentally, that's going to take around 100 million brake horsepower to power.
Wow.
So several power stations.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate that. See you.